Hello and good morning. This is Scott. Welcome to Friday. What an interesting week. And for me, not without challenges, but also maybe triumphs as well. And I hope the same for you, that even though maybe it might have been a challenging week for you, that you also had some shining moments throughout the days. So I like to do a brief talk and then we'll get into a guided practice. On my channel, we work on an integration technique. Sometimes I switch it up. And the meditation practice really, the intent and the workings, the mechanics of it, are designed to apply awareness to the different dimensions of our being. That we have different aspects of who we are. We're not just our mind, we're not just our body, we're not just our hearts. We're all these things, and as well as our relationships. And in my estimation, the best way to work with meditation is to apply awareness as a tool, as a developmental tool that allows us to strengthen, build, and reconnect to the different dimensions of who we are. So that being said, I'd like to talk for a little bit and then we'll get into the practice. So let's see. I've been talking a bit about sense of self as well as the so in order to really develop our being, there's discussion a lot about the removal of the ego, making the small self or the ego into something that you get rid of. And I think this is based on the experience of the practitioners involved, that there is something like a sense of self, like an ego, a small sense of self, and this is something that falls away because of practice. And I think another way of looking at it is that we need a strong ego in order to transcend, and in a healthy way. So that if our ego is weak, then transcending it leads to a lot of issues and dysfunctions. And you have a lot of spiritual bypassing where you avoid certain aspects of yourself and accountability or responsibility through spiritualization of practices and things. And this is dangerous too, because it allows or has a permission to leave darker or shadow material unaddressed. And my understanding of the self is that the self has multiple dimensions, and getting lost in the minutia of having an ego or not having an ego, or this is egoic and that is egoic, it's very narrative based, and we need to get sort of more out of that and back into practice and learning as a mechanism rather than just what someone said, or just something that you read in a book, or if only I could just get rid of my ego, then all of my problems would vanish. These are very sort of fantasy notions or fantasy ideas. And when we get really more rooted into ourself, the dimensions of our being, we begin to access more information. And this is super useful for life and making decisions. And when we trust our own information, we have a more of a fuller presence. Like we're trusting ourselves. We're seeing more of who we are. There's more of us here there's more of us online, you know? And in that way, from that place, we have more of a platform with which to negotiate life and its transformational demands. So I'm sure there's more to say about that, but I think that's good for now. So let's start with our practice. We'll start with the eyes closed. And feeling grateful for the breath in this moment. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Yes, another day we get to breathe. Allowing the whole abdomen, the whole torso to expand and contract. Good, and we'll just do 3 more. Very good. And then allowing your breath to return to your typical way of breathing. And just tuning into your body sensations. Feeling the different tingling, pulsing sense of aliveness. Feeling the earth underneath you, underneath your body's connection to the earth. Beginning the process of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body, and then on the out-breath, softening, melting down through your body and into the earth. In each breath wave, you soften a little more, melt a little more into the earth. And the melting is like the most healing honey imaginable, like the melting down, healing everything it touches. attention up into your heart space, feeling your heart. In breath, feeling your heart. Out breath, softening, expanding your heart. If you like, you can breathe into your heart chakra, the center of your chest. Coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what is present for you emotionally right now. And remaining neutral about your emotions. Oftentimes we can take our emotional experience and judge it as being right or wrong, good or bad. And just for now, just allowing whatever emotion or emotions you're having to just be and feel them for a little bit in the shared space. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. Great, and bringing your attention up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, in and around your skull. If you like, you can breathe into your third eye or your crown, whatever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening your head, in-breath, feeling, out-breath, softening. to notice how busy your mind is, how active your mind is, and just remaining uninvolved with your thoughts, allowing your thoughts to come and go. You can always come back to feeling your head or your body for grounding and anchoring if you notice that you get pulled into thinking. Great. And now we'll spend some time with our eyes open, gently opening your eyes and allowing the stillness and work to remain without evaporating, keeping your eyes very soft and gentle. And on the in-breath, you begin to feel around you, the space around you, and then on the out-breath, the space inside you. And just noticing the distinction between feeling outside on the in-breath and then inside on the out-breath. If you'd like, you can add in the qualities of love and compassion to your practice. In breath, feeling love and compassion around you. And then out breath, love and compassion toward yourself. Just practice sending and receiving love and compassion. Wonderful. And then from here we can set our intention and our prayers for the day. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and ripple out into the community. Amen. Yes, indeed. So, thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome Friday. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.